Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us. And my name is Rory Lee, and we're about to share some great ideas. And I have my good friend and wardrobe stylist, Christy, with me.
Hi, everyone. I'm Christie Gray-Chambers with I Am Chic. So, Rory, today we're talking about makeup and wardrobe in the virtual world.
That is right.
You are definitely an expert when it comes to makeup. And I believe I know a little something about fashion. So all the attendees out there can learn some tricks and some tips. So how long have you been doing makeup, Rory?
I've been in the makeup industry for the past 25 years, but funny thing is that I started and somewhat grew up in the wardrobe industry and then segued into makeup through the back door through product development management with a 5-year background in chemistry, but 25 years as a global makeup artist.
Wow.
And I've been told that you were starting out in the makeup world somehow too.
Believe it or not, I taught makeup application at John Casablanca's Modeling and Career Center in the 90s. So
Wow.
I taught makeup application, but by no means am I the makeup pro. And I would certainly say that 25 years in that industry definitely is a pro.
And I wouldn't say that I'm a pro and a guru stylist like you are, Christy, because this is what you've done fully immersed. But I tell you, it does go hand in hand. And nowadays in the virtual world, which is going to be here for a while, we really know how to make it happen so that you can look your absolute best in front of the camera, whether it's a camera or the Zoom lens or a Skype call. You do want to look overall your professional best. And, you know, they say, there's statistics that say that women who wear makeup that have a fully polished look earn on average 35 or 36% more than those who don't. So you do want to put your best face forward, even if it's on a Zoom lens. What do you think, Christy?
Absolutely. I mean, that statistic is so interesting. You know, we all love our natural look, but just adding a few things can really make a difference. And wow, what a statistic. You can actually earn up to 36% more with just wearing a little makeup. So what little makeup should you use? I mean, should you go full on with foundation and powder and eyelashes, or should you just do some lip gloss? What's up with the virtual look?
The funny thing is that most ladies have 1 or 2 items that they can't do without. For some of us, it's filling in the eyebrows. For others, it's some eyeliner and or mascara. And for people like me, I've always loved that full, bold, fun lip. And you know, it's kind of hard these days with wearing a mask, but we'll talk about that in a minute. So basically, in my historical thinking of makeup, it was designed to enhance a woman's natural beauty. And so skincare and skin treatment is key. And so it doesn't matter whether it's a little bit of splash on the eyes, the cheeks and lips. That's pretty much all we need, but skincare is key. Skincare, skin treatment, and skin preparation.
I like what you said about the 2 things. Like, I certainly can't go without filling in my eyebrows and mascara.
Those are my 2 things too these days, because we're wearing a mask. So,
yes,
you know, we can get away with not wearing a bright, bold lip, but then if we're in front of the camera, like if we're doing a Zoom call or a Skype call, then it's important that we do have somewhat of a balanced, harmonious kind of look.
Yeah. So I see that your beautiful lipstick matches your shirt. Do I have to match my lipstick to my shirt?
Matchy-matchy is not the rule, Christy. Sometimes we can go color blocking, sometimes we can go contrasting. What I have found really in this virtual day is that going a little bit more nude or neutral as far as cheeks and eyes, and then we can switch up the lip color. Switching up the lip color will change the entire look. This is like my signature look. I love wearing my hot pink. I think it shows up really well on camera, but it's not, I could have gone with a nude color. I could have gone with something like this, a little bit more on the nude side, or I could have gone with something like this, which is a little bit more vibrant and a darker shade. So I didn't necessarily have to select this one. It just so happens that this is what I love.
Yeah.
But nude colors, nude's in. Nude can go
Nude.
with anything. It's neutral.
It looks like those are great for all skin tones.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely. And that's one thing at our makeup company and our makeup line, rorylee.com. You know, we've designed this for the woman on the go and for hybrid shades that you can interchange depending on your wardrobe, or depending on whether someone is a lighter complected or ivory beige skin tone or beautiful ebony bronze. It doesn't matter. Our products go well with everyone.
Yeah.
So tell me what you have back there. I love the colors that you have.
Wardrobe in a virtual world. What do you do? So for the virtual world, color is important.
Yes.
You can think of wearing jewel tones, gems. So jewel tones means your sapphires, your topaz, your rubies. So let me show you a few examples here. So red would be like your ruby jewel tone, and that looks great. Pinks, obviously beautiful, and yellows, topaz. And I love, my favorite and what always looks great is your sapphire, your blues. Blues is complementary to almost every skin tone, and this looks great for men, women. So when you think about it, you see a lot of your news anchors wearing blues. Blues, you know, means stability and shows confidence. So that's just good all the time. But we can go into a little bit more detail about some of these clothing options and why I selected them. In the virtual world, you know, you want to be comfortable, right? But you still need to look professional. So one way to solve that would be through dresses, okay? So you can get a dress like this, beautiful dress, easy to pull on, and I want to thank my partners at Ann Taylor Dadeland for supplying some of these. But a dress you can pull over, but think about it. If you get a last minute meeting, maybe a sales call you need to do, all you have to do is add a jacket to it.
Wow, yes.
Right?
Yes.
So you're still comfortable, but add the jacket to it.
Now, Christie, you have a lot of clients that are actually on camera, news anchors and people that are in the public eye, as do I.
Yes.
And do you find that wearing the dresses is an easy way to style a person, and then we can just go with accessories? Because basically makeup is an accessory. Would you not agree?
Makeup is definitely an accessory. So yes. Starting off with a good base is so critical. So whether your base is a dress, for men if it's a button front shirt, your base is critical. And then yes, you would add your accessories such as bracelets, necklaces, mask, and then makeup.
Right, right. And no pun intended, but base is very important for the makeup world as well, because if we don't have a good canvas, if we don't have the skincare and skin preparation and the priming is key, then no matter how much makeup we actually put on, it's not going to look second nature. And the key is to have a makeup look that doesn't look like a heavy makeup look for the virtual world. You know, it's one thing if we're doing theatrical, if we're doing, you know, a gala or a gala type event, whether it's virtual or in real life, we want to have a fuller makeup look. But for a natural makeup look for the virtual world, I feel like I go back to my first love, which is skincare, skin treatment. Fun note about me, I am a licensed esthetician. I practice freelance esthetician services at Comprehensive Medical Aesthetics in Miami, which is an amazing med spa. And even during this COVID situation, I felt very comfortable getting back into the med spa environment and taking care of my clients in that environment that's sterile and clean and sanitized and disinfected, you know, consistently. So I'm practicing safety, whether I'm on a production set or whether I'm in the esthetician room. And women, as well as men, are breaking out a lot these days because of the mask. So foundation is key, and using, you know, skincare and skin treatment is very important. And another thing, even with wearing makeup, what I feel is imperative that sometimes ladies forget is to get rid of the makeup at the end of every day. Let's double cleanse, let's deep clean, let's exfoliate, you know, and use products like hyaluronic acids and antioxidants so that we're rehydrating and, you know, producing quicker cell turnover so that our skin is fresh and radiant, and then less makeup is more.
That's so true. I mean, mask acne is a thing, right?
Oh yeah, it's
mask
for real.
me. I have experienced that. But sometimes, you know, I just want to, after a long day, even working virtually, I just want to get into bed and go to sleep. So I shouldn't do that, Rory.
Please no. Please no. And there's ways to melt the makeup off in a very quick manner. Oftentimes I feel that women that skip the makeup removal at the end of the day, they skip it because they don't know what products to use and they feel like they're pulling and tugging on their eyes, or that it's taking too long to actually remove the makeup. I have the solution for that. Call me, text me, DM me. You know, stop in for a facial, for a consultation, whether it's virtually or over the telephone or live and in person. But whatever you do, do not go to sleep with your makeup on, because those products and those environmental elements throughout the day get embedded into the pore follicles of the skin, and that's what causes the breakouts. And always wear a clean mask, because that's important as well.
So while we're talking about masks, I want to show you something.
Okay.
Right? I'm going to show you a mask trick. And I know that you have.
That looks like a necklace.
It's actually a eyeglass chain. So imagine, okay, so you know how when you buy eyeglasses, you can get a chain or sunglasses. So if you go buy a cute one, you can actually hang it on your mask. And, you know, sometimes we are working with people and nearby 6 feet apart, but you want to sometimes wear a mask, and sometimes you need to wear a mask. And especially if you're going out to lunch, you just don't want to put your mask, where do you keep it? On your wrist? You know, do you keep it on your ear? I mean, you know, it's so many, you know.
That's not a cute look.
Chin guard. So what I like to do is to kind of make mine a part of the outfit. So I use, like I said, an eyeglass chain, and sometimes what you need to do is find one with the clasp on it. And depending on how wide your straps are for your ears depends on if you can chain it in. If not, you can get one with links to it and link it on. So this is something that I love to do with all my masks. I don't leave home without my chain. So it's like another accessory.
Well, that's really cool, because I actually saw these cute little, almost they look like eyeglass guards that go around the back of the head. And I bought a whole bunch of them because, you know, I have a nonprofit, Our Girls Enrichment Program, where we teach holistic makeup artist sessions to young ladies who are underserved. And this summer, because of COVID, thank you, Rona, we didn't have our summer workshops. And I wish I had thought of that, because that's ingenious, because I bought these little rubber guarded things to go around the back, and it really didn't work, but it was fun. I just love stuffing goodie bags and you know, different types of makeup. And we were able to do the workshops this summer over Zoom with some of my community nonprofit partners, which was awesome. But I love that idea. So one of the things that I wanted to share with you is
Yes.
my face.
Let's
my,
see it.
My face guard, which
Yes.
I call a face mask or a face shield. You know, originally I bought the one that is the elastic and it goes across, and I've got this big thing on my forehead that says face shield. And it was like pretty much of a nuisance. Now, you know, I'm a production makeup artist and I do
Yeah.
a lot of television and film.
Yes.
And with Film Florida, of which I'm a partner with, we created a protocol on practicing safe SETS, sets. And, you know, face shield, face mask, or two face masks, an apron to protect our clothing. You know, that's how we were going on set, because with the real world, you know, we can stay 6 feet apart. But in our world, Christie, whether it's wardrobe styling or with makeup, we're 6 inches away from the person. We're very up close and personal.
Yeah.
So this I found on online, and I
love
it.
Love.
Because look at this, I'm protected, and it's like so cool, you know,
It's
and my
so
lipstick
chic.
is not going to smear. You love it?
I love it.
Oh my gosh, it's Christie approved. Chic.
That's so awesome. What you saw me present to you were a lot of solid colors, right? So in the virtual world, solid colors tend to show up better. Typically, I would recommend going for a larger print. So this print isn't as small and it's not as, this would be appropriate for a
colors.
Zoom.
Yes.
Because the print is bigger. It's when the print is small that creates the problem. And then something else, it may look fine here, but typically when you're on a virtual call, meeting, avoid stripes.
I agree.
Especially the smaller stripes like this one, because it tends to look very pixelated. And that draws attention and in a bad way.
And on camera work, when we're in the TV and film world, we say avoid the small stripes as well, because they start dancing.
Right.
Especially with these high definition cameras, and,
Right.
and nowadays even with our phones, you know, cameras are high def. But going back to the zebra print, the black and white, I love, you know, I love those basic colors, black and white, because you can actually go from a morning, more nude shade, like these hybrid colors are more of a, they're a lipstick, lip gloss, liquid lipstick, lip gloss, and they've got a little bit of a texture to them, so they've got a little bit of a shine, but not too much.
Yeah.
So you want your lips to look a little more hydrated, even though matte shades are a little bit more suitable for wearing a camera, but you can go with a nude shade with something like this.
Beautiful.
And then, you know, wear this during the day, and then if you wanted to take that look and turn it into a more dramatic evening look, then you can even go with something a little bit more bright or bold, because with black and white, everything goes.
Yes.
And so, you know, whether you're trying to go with a more dramatic look, or you're trying to go with a more formal cocktail type, you know, after 5 type of a look, you can do the same thing with your blush colors. Like you can start with a lighter shade, and then you can go in with a more dramatic, bolder shade.
That's beautiful.
And these are great. These are hybrid, what I call hybrid, meaning that you can splash these colors on your eyelids if you want to open up your eye, or you can use them on your cheeks. So eyes, cheeks, lips, hybrid, saving time, saving products,
Yes.
and saving money.
I love that. That's a brilliant idea. Brilliant, brilliant.
Yeah, so I'm going to have to check out Ann Taylor, because Even those pants you have on today, I love those.
Yes, and this dress has puffy sleeves, so you know that's always a trend, or not always, it's the trend now, and it has been for a couple of years. And yes, thank you for bringing up these pants, because these are faux leather pants. I think these are the perfect Zoom or virtual world pant because they have pockets. So let's just say you're in a meeting and you need to go to the kitchen to run an errand, and then you have the ink pen in your hand or something, just stick it in your pocket, do whatever you need. And they feel like sweatpants. You know, everyone is saying, oh, I work, you know, in sweatpants and I just put on a professional top. But why? Why do that? Because there are studies that show that when you dress well, that you actually perform better. So look that up. It's called in-cloth cognition. So again, when you dress well, your performance improves. So I would say dress from head to toe, even virtually. So if you want to have some comfort, go ahead, get some pants with elastic if you must. That's always good. And for men too, there are great options out there. You know, you can get, you know, some great khakis like this that have a drawstring.
Those are nice.
A drawstring that's hidden, right? But what you're going to want to do is put on some jeans from time to time, or some sort of trousers, just to make sure they fit, right?
Right.
So these are comfortable too, Rory.
Nice.
Look at them, they stretch.
Oh my gosh, this looks like suede.
Yeah.
And I love this color because this is also a very neutral nude color. And wearing eyeshadow shades, I only brought a couple of shadow palettes with me. I won't open them up, but I love whenever I'm doing someone's makeup, especially if I know I have to go with different looks throughout the day. Like if I have an actress on camera and she's shooting 5 or 6 different scripts and she's changing her blouse a few times, she may have the same basic pant and blazer color and then change her blouse. So I want to change up her lip color a little bit to give her a different look. So what I do is I use this family of neutral nude shades as far as eyeshadows, because it blends and goes well with everything. I love this color.
Yes.
That's beautiful. Speaking of bottoms though, when we're in the virtual world, I know you know, we all have a tendency to want to wear our yoga pants and wear our Lululemons or wear our sweats, you know, while we're working. But on the other hand, what I'm seeing way too much nowadays with COVID, and you know, let me just say this with a very humble heart, because I could be guilty of it as well. But we're parlaying that outfit into the common everyday workplace. So I'm seeing more yoga pants and tights and stretchies, you know, with that person is actually and should be a little bit more dressed up. What do you think? I mean, so, you know, I've been guilty of it. I'll take my jacket and tie it around my waist. But, you know, there's a time and place for everything. So yoga pants and sweats, it's great for relaxing. But if I'm in front of the camera at my desk, because I also have a work at home environment, I'm going to do what you said, and I'm going to wear a dress because it's easy to put on, or I'm going to dress up a little bit more and wear something a little more appropriate so that I feel official.
Yes. The rule of thumb really is whatever your corporate environment is, you need to mirror that wherever you're working from. And everyone always wear a bottom, right? Always. And I would say with the leggings, as long as they're a thick material, think even a faux leather, which is so on trend right now, that could be okay depending on your work environment. So Really, I would just say, Rory, this is what I live by, to know your self-worth and cause others around you to know it too. And that means virtually. So even if you were working from an office, you wanted a promotion, you still want that promotion. And think about it, not only is does what you know play into your promotion, how you look the part and how you show up is a part of that promotion too. So show up by showing your self-worth. And that's, again, dressing from head to toe with your makeup, whatever amount of makeup you want, with a great top, with a fully put on bottom, and I would even do your shoe too. I mean, you can do something as simple as what we have on, but a slide, something that you can easily pull on, pull off for the day.
Right. And in our company, with my team and I, we always say we're coming with our A game, because we have a lot of notable figures, and we have, clients that are in the public eye, and clients that are, they're commissioning us to do our absolute best to make that person look, from head to toe perfect in front of the camera. So I'm coming with my A game, and that includes my presentation, because presentation is everything. Everything.
Yeah.
Yes. A game.
So I think I want to leave everyone with a couple of things that you need near your desk, wherever you're working from. So sometimes we might be called to a last minute meeting and you weren't expecting it. So maybe you just have on a casual shirt, and maybe you have on the leggings, right? But I would keep either a blazer, a cardigan, or a scarf for women at your desk. And for men, of course, keep a nice sports jacket. And you can hang it, over the back of your chair, or maybe have it hanging on a hook behind your door, but keep it nearby just in case someone calls you for a virtual meeting. So you can get a scarf. Let's just say even if you have on a t-shirt, or or maybe you had on the same outfit you had on the day before. Who knows? Whatever it is, but you can easily take a scarf and bam, have completely different look to it. Or again, if you have your blazer at your work from home desk, just keep a blue or black blazer, something. And
that's a good idea, because I get chilly a lot, and where my desk is, there's an air conditioning vent off to my right, so every once in a while I have a tendency to get this cold shoulder that I don't want to have.
Right.
So, having that blazer there is key, because sometimes I'll work from home and I'll wear a sleeveless shirt, and so that works out beautifully that I'm able to just put the jacket on. So my tip is a mirror, because a smile says everything. So I'll always have, a mirror on my desk, and I'll always have my lipstick by my desk. I am a makeup artist, so, brush is flying. I am a makeup artist, so I do have lipsticks everywhere, different color lipsticks for different outfits and for how I'm feeling, whether it's nude or if it's red or if it's hot pink. But I always have a lipstick nearby, a lip gloss, and my mirror, because I want to do a double check before I release and say video on. I want to make sure that I'm totally put together, and so that's very helpful. Another thing too that is helpful, especially in the heat and the humidity. If I get a little dewy, which I love that natural dewy look as opposed to that super dry matte look, especially for women who are a little more mature. You don't want to put makeup on to the point where your skin looks dry and dehydrated, but wearing, even if you don't have foundation on, you can wear something like this, a photochromatic powder, where you can just blot a little bit, especially in the T-zone area. So a joke that I have is, yes, we want to have shiny, beautiful hair, but we don't want to have a shiny T-zone. So a little photochromatic powder just to blot, and then you can even take that with a sponge wedge and with an inverted triangle underneath the eye, create a little brightness underneath the eye so that you don't look tired, because we do get tired eyes from staring at the camera. So the inverted triangle right underneath the eyes, because you don't want to have that opposite raccoon look, but just to give you that brightness to open and lift the eyes. So light colors open up, darker colors recede.
Wow. This information is priceless. It's so valuable. Thank you.
Thank you.
And then what about keeping lipstick on with the face mask? Can we actually keep our lipstick on? Should we wear lipstick under a face mask?
I'm glad you asked. This will be my final tip for the day, and then we'll have to come back and do this again with some other suggestions based on your feedback. But the trick of the trade is take a waterproof lip liner and fill in the entire lip with the color. So even if the mask hits your lips, you still have pigment on your lips. So fill in the entire lip with the lip liner, and then you can always blot on top with a little gloss or matte lipstick, and then take a 2-ply Kleenex, pull it apart, lay it on your lips, and then take a little powder with a brush and blot it, and this way the color is set. You set your makeup, you set your lips, and then you put your mask on, and voila, it won't come off.
I am trying that today.
Okay.
Rory, it's been such a pleasure. You know I love you.
I love you.
And I hope that we have provided some valuable information to everyone out there. And obviously you can call us should you have any wardrobe or makeup needs or skincare needs.
Yes. What's your website?
It is iamchic.net. iamchic.net.
And chic stands for?
Christie has it covered.
And she sure does. And the shortcut to my website is rorylee.com, RORYLEE.com. Please follow us both on all of our social media platforms, and know that you can either DM us, text us, or email us, and we're here to be of service. Thank you so much, Christie. And thank you all for joining in.